Hello everybody, it's been a while since I've done a standard commentary, and what better way to start a commentary that it's been weeks since the last I've done than to talk about stuff that nobody cares about in any way, shape, or form. So, 2 days ago, I spent the afternoon watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire because I had seen it a couple times on TV, like little tidbits of it. I'm like, I want to watch this movie because I think the last Harry Potter movie I'd watched was, man, why did I forget the name? Prisoner of Azkaban. And that was at least 2 years ago. It's been quite a while. And let me tell you, there aren't many movies that are made from books that are good. And what makes me say that? Aragon. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love the Aragon book series, but oh my god. The movie was awful. They skipped so many really interesting parts, and good lord, I just didn't like it. I mean, I watched it and I was like, okay, sure. This is similar to the book. It has the main things, like at the end he fights Durza and whatever. But I mean, I don't know. It just seems like when people remake books into movies, they're too worried about getting the movie to fit that 2 minute something second, I don't know, 2 hour 2 hour time frame. And books take, for a decent sized book, it probably will take somewhere around 10 hours to read. That's just a wild guess because I just finished reading Farewell to Manzanar, and that's about how long it took to read total. But I think they're so busy doing that they forget to make it a quality thing. And I'm not necessarily saying that I like what they're doing with, say, I think it was the Half-Blood Prince, maybe it was Deathly Hallows. They made 2 parts of the movie. There was part 1 and then part 2. I think it was Half-Blood Prince. And they're also doing it with that New Moon movie that I'm definitely not going to see because it's the Twilight series. Which is another thing I found really interesting about Goblet of Fire. It's actually one of the main characters, I think his name is Diggory or something like that, his last name. And he's actually played by the same person who plays Edward. And from seeing that, I'm just saying, not a bad actor. It's just, I think that we as male peoples are just like, oh, Twilight, that movie sucks because it has love and stuff. So that's kind of a strange male mentality there. Yeah, honestly, I don't. I mean, I kind of understand because obviously I have that same mentality too. I'm not saying like, oh, you're all wrong and I'm right. No, that's honestly, I'm a very judgmental person. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't like it. I hate other judgmental people, but I'm it myself. I'm kind of like my brother, actually, now that I think about it, because I find it actually really difficult to communicate with my brother. He's now in college, so really the only way I can talk to him is on Facebook. Because it seems like, I guess the only way I could think of saying this is that he's not fun, quote unquote. And it seems like you can tell him something like, I told him a couple days ago, yeah, I'm probably gonna get an Alienware laptop for Christmas, and I'll get on that in a minute. And he's like, not a chance. I only got mine when I went to college, and I don't think they're gonna spend that much money on you. It's that kind of thing. Like, he's just like me in this. He sees the immaturity and the foolishness in what other people say. But unlike me, he really doesn't he isn't that way in a hypocritical way, like me. I'm not gonna lie, because honestly, we as a species, as a human trait, a lot of us think about ourselves. I know I do. That we think about ourselves and how we act, and honestly, we don't do it very well. Because I was thinking this morning, I don't remember what specific trait it was, but I'm like, wait a minute, I have this trait. And this is one of the traits in other people that annoy me. What's up with that? So it's a strange, I don't want to say enlightenment, but that's honestly the only word I can think of for some reason. It's very strange the way the human mind works in that way. It's honestly, I don't think that small tidbits of hypocrisy should be judged. That's all I'm saying, because I don't think that it's mentally possible for a human mind to not be hypocritical in one way or another. And it's not necessarily on purpose all the time. I mean, sometimes it is, but seriously, and things such as things that annoy you, things you just don't like, things you shun people for and hate people for, you probably do yourself. Just think about that. That's really crazy. And it's one of the many human traits that I hate, is hypocrisy. On top of the traits that I've talked about that bring up this hypocrisy in the first place, it's honestly really crazy. It's another thing, kind of like opinions in general. People on the internet, this is huge. People on like YouTube, someone will say something in like a video, maybe a commentator will say something, and they're just raving in the comments, "That's your opinion." And honestly, what the heck? I didn't think it'd be that funny saying that, but what the heck? Why are you freaking out about this guy who's stating his opinion just because he doesn't say, "in my opinion," at the end? Why? Me personally, if I say something that you think it's an opinion, I know that, and I think of it that way. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I state an opinion, I mean, I know there's occasions when I'm doing a live comment, I'm in rage mode. I'm just like, "Here's where 3 sucks. That is a fact." Honestly, that's pure anger there. Just ignore that. Again, with hypocrisy, I'm not gonna go back there. But the weird assumption is that people that speak their opinions assume they're fact. Why? Why does the human douche just assume that everything other people say is to be taken completely literally and completely prophetically and what's the word? Prophetically, that's pretty much the word I was looking for. That everything should be taken so seriously. Just lighten up, guys. Come on. Like, this isn't really something that happens to me, because me and my amazing ability to have 75 subscribers and like 140 videos is that no one is active. There's like 2 people that are like, "Hey, good video," and I'm like, "Yes, I like it. I like to see that. Good. Someone is giving me any kind of feedback, and I'm gonna go on that." The only feedback I get is that I have good videos, and that's usually like 1 or 2 people. And if you think I'm doing something wrong or just boring or annoying, let me know. Okay? Just tell me what you're thinking, and I'll definitely consider it. I don't just ignore people's criticism. I'm not some whore that's just gonna like shun you away because you have a different opinion. Again, on that, because I'm accepting of other people's opinions. I don't really care. Like, I'm all for arguments and stuff. I'm not saying I'm like, "Oh, I agree with your opinion as soon as you tell me it because I'm gullible." No. Honestly, if you tell me your opinion, and I'm kind of like guns for hire on this, if you give me your opinion, then I'll accept it's your opinion. I probably won't, depending on what it is. I mean, there's boundaries, you know, like racism and religion and blah 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 blah. But honestly, I don't understand. I just don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna get off that, and I'm gonna say what I was really gonna say in this, and just go off on a new computer I'm getting for Christmas. I was originally, yes, I was going to get an Alienware X14, I think it was. It's a laptop. It's like $1,400. And just a few minutes ago, my dad's actually out getting pizza, lol. But just a few minutes ago, my dad showed me a ad he got, and there's a huge, like a 44% discount on I think it's a Dell XPS, and it's originally like $1,700, and right now it's actually on discount for $900, which is 570 pounds if this converter is right. And it's a quad processor, a quad core, whatever, and it's got like two 500 gig hard drives. And I'm just like excited just thinking about this, because I don't know, it sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. I mean, I'm not gonna ignore an opportunity like that, because this sale only goes on till like midnight tonight. Pepsi. But so yeah, probably gonna get that for Christmas. Yay. Okay, so next week I have Thanksgiving break. I have the week off school, which means lots of videos, including these standard commentaries. I'm pretty sure I've explained why I don't do these, and I think it was Nasher Only number 3 that I explained this, why I don't do videos. I'm not going to get into that because this video is already over 11 minutes. I'm honestly very surprised I've been able to ramble this long. But I have 2 goals, and both of which are completely no-lifey. One, I have written here, get the frick over it and do some commentaries. Yeah, I've kind of said that. And number 2, finish the road to Old Guard, and on top of that, get to level 100 in Gears 3. So, over Thanksgiving break, I'm hoping to get to level 100 in both Gears 2 and Gears 3. I'm level 93 in Gears 2 at this point. I finished the 11th episode, and I'm rendering 1 or 2 of those daily and uploading it. And in Gears of War 3, I think I'm level 94 and 3/4, so almost level 95. I just got Onyx and Asher, so I'm super happy about that. And honestly, the road to Old Guard, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, Gears of War 2 gets a lot of hate, but I don't... I mean, sure, there's rage. I mean, there's rage in everything. I rage way more in Gears 3 than Gears 2. I don't know why. It just seems like the Nasher doesn't work. I don't know. Occasionally, it'll come through, but I've never gotten a Nasher quad. Not to say that's the reason I don't like it. I'm just saying that's a bit of a branch-off example. So, yeah, this is like a 13-minute commentary. I'm very proud of myself, and I actually haven't chosen a gameplay yet, so this should be interesting. And I'll see you guys later.